Alice had always loved spending time alone in her family's cabin in the woods. The isolation, the quiet, it was all so peaceful to her. But this time, something felt different. As she sat by the crackling fire one night, she heard a faint scratching at the door. At first, she thought it was just a squirrel or raccoon trying to get in, but the scratching grew louder and more frantic. Alice's heart began to race as she slowly made her way to the door, her hand shaking as she reached for the handle. When she swung the door open, all she saw was darkness. She stepped outside, peering into the shadows, trying to see what was making the noise. Suddenly, a cold chill ran down her spine as she heard a low, guttural growl coming from the trees. Alice felt a sense of dread wash over her as she realized she was being watched by something sinister. She ran back inside, locking the door behind her, but the scratching and growling continued relentlessly, echoing through the cabin. Terrified, Alice grabbed a flashlight and ventured outside again, determined to confront whatever was out there. As she shone the light into the darkness, she caught a glimpse of glowing yellow eyes staring back at her. She froze in fear as the creature emerged from the shadows, its twisted, contorted form causing her to scream in terror. It was a grotesque, hulking figure with elongated limbs and razor-sharp claws, its piercing eyes fixated on her. Alice's heart pounded in her chest as she tried to flee, but the creature moved with lightning speed, blocking her escape. It lunged at her, its foul breath hot on her face as she struggled against its grasp. Just as she thought all hope was lost, the first light of dawn broke through the windows, causing the creature to recoil in agony. With a final, haunting screech, it vanished into the darkness, leaving Alice alone and shaken in the cabin. From that day on, Alice never returned to the cabin in the woods, haunted by the memory of the creature that lurked in the shadows, always watching, always waiting.